Hi, dear students. Welcome to Social Science online class. Today, let us discuss about the Vedic age. The ancient Indian civilization that flourished in the northwestern part of India between 1500 BC to 700 BC is called the Vedic age. The details on Vedic culture are known from the Vedas. The Vedas are the world's oldest literary works. Veda means knowledge. It is the period in the late Bronze Age and early Iron Age of Indian history. Aryans compiled the Vedas. Aryans belong to the early Indo-European tribe of southern Russia, Ural mountain slopes. According to well-known historian B.K. Ghosh, in his History and Culture of the Indian People, published by Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, says that many of the tribes of early Indo-European tribe through the Central Asia came to Iran plateau and from there migrated to the Punjab area via Afghanistan. The culture built by these tribal people is understood by on the basis of Vedas, and it is called the Vedic culture. The Vedic age is divided into two parts. First one is early Vedic age and second one is later Vedic or post Vedic age. The first part, the Rig Vedic period or the beginning of Vedic period, is the period between 1500 BC to 1000 BC. The post Vedic age is the period between 1000 BC to 700 BC. But the Vedas were not compiled in written form during this period. Vedas were in the oral form at the beginning and later emerged into written form with a lot of changes. There are four Vedas, namely Rig Veda, Samveda, Yajurveda, and Atharva Veda. Vedas are mainly a compilation of natural worship, yaga, and a process of yagas and black magic. These are also called Samhite. Every Samhite has a text called Brahmana that explains the various ways of performing rituals. Every Brahmana has a Aryanga and an Upanishad. Aryangas have necessary suprasensory instructions to hermits who were live in the forest. Upanishads are the reflective discourses on philosophy. Upanishads are the evidence of intellectual maturity of Indians during the Vedic period. Rig Vedic period. Rig Veda is the first among all the Vedas. The language that is used in the Veda, the geographical and social situations depicted in it justifies Rigveda is the oldest of all the Vedas. Rigveda has 1028 suktas or prayer songs. These suktas are grouped under 10 mandalas. All these suktas were not compiled in a single time. Historian says that there was a gap of 500 years between the initial text and the last text of Rig Veda. The language used in Rig Veda belongs to Indo-European family of languages. The geography discussed in Rig Veda extends from Afghanistan's Hindu Kush mountains to Doab of Ganga and Yamuna rivers, and from Kashmir to Sindh in the northern boundaries. Social system. At the time of their entry into India, there were three communities among the Aryans. They were aristocracy, priestly class, and the common people. Caste consciousness had not yet emerged during this time. We get the picture of an emerging social system in the Purusha Sukta that appears in the 10th mandala of Rig Veda. According to this, the gods created Adi Purusha, whose mouth became Brahmins, shoulders became Kshatriyas, thigh became Vaishyas, and Shudras were born from his feet. Thus, an effort was made to provide divine and mythical background to the birth of caste. There is no mention of the word Varna here. In the later Vedas, the word Varna appears. The first three Varnas performed the roles in rituals, administration, and business, and had the right for property. The fourth Varna, that is Shudras, comes during the last stage of Rig Veda. The local tribal groups like Dasyu, Pani, and Dasa form this Shudra Varna. Aryans, after defeating the local tribes, Dasas and Dasyu, made them work as their slaves. The wealth that was accumulated after winning the battles and their unequal sharing resulted in the growth of social discriminations. The first three Varnas had the right over expanding agriculture and lands. The Shudras were forced to work for the first three Varnas. It was told as their duty. The patriarchal family was the main social unit. Economic system. Rigvedic people were basically into animal husbandry. According to the Rigvedic compilers, wealth meant cow, horses, camels, and sheep. Still, cultivated land was considered as part of wealth. There are details on the emergence of agriculture as a profession. Anyone could have obtained land and could have owned it. Importance of cattle increased as they were used for tilling, to lift water, and to move cart and expansion of agriculture. The animals were also useful for their milk and meat. On the whole, the need of to own cattle's herd grew more. With this, village common meadows, meadow means grassland, came into existence. They were not aware of the usage of iron, but they were using mature and processed plants as charcoal to melt metals. The people used brass. An alloy was called as iron. Though there are references of pots, there is no reference to pottery as a profession. Situational references appears in Rigveda on craft like weaving, carpentry, and other professional skills. The word pani is referred to in the Rigveda many times. This was used to refer to the local rich tribe. They knew agriculture. In Rigveda, the cultivable land is called as kshetra and cultivation is called as krishi. An irrigated land belonging to Aligram of Swat Valley has been found and it belongs to the 11th century BC. There is reference to stone pulley with wood cups to lift water from a well. Oxen were used to pull cart and plow. They were used to pull water by using rope and pulley. The lifted water was flown into broadened canals. With the help of this technology, the agriculture that was limited to the areas closer to rivers expanded to the areas which had a higher level of underground water table. There are references to preservation of seeds in the underground and also harvested grains. Yava is identified as barley. Political system. A reference to Grama appears in Rig Veda. Tribes were living in gramas or villages. Rajan or Raja was the head of the tribes. The names of Rajas were related to their specific tribes. Some tribes may have had more than one Raja. The position of Raja was hereditary. Trukshi of Puru clan and Sudasa of Bharata clan are the example for this. In the political activities, the invasion and suppression of the non-Aryan tribes like Dasyu and Pani by the Aryans on the major part of Rigveda considers Dasyu and Pani as inhuman, alien and killable. There were references to this conflict between Aryans and non-Aryans in Rigveda. The words Sabha and Samiti were used to denote the assembly of common people around the king. The people who ruled over common people are called Kshetra. The one who fights or a soldier was called as Yodha. The word Kshatriya was not in use. Kings and rich had power concentrated in them. They were gifting cows, horses, gold and cultivation tools to priestly classes. Invasions and conflicts used to take place for cattle. Those who were successful in these invasions increased their wealth and could also get prisoners. A religious system. Yajna was the epic center of religious practices. During the yajna, animal sacrifices were done to appease gods. Yajnas were organized primarily for two reasons. First, to get good rains and harvest. Secondly, to seek the help of gods to defeat their enemies like Dasyu. The priest who conducted the yajnas was called Hotur. During yajnas, the reciting of slokas and consumption of soma was done. There was no idol worship in Aryan religion. They were also not using any animals, humans or other symbols. More prominence was given to fire in Rigvedic period. There are around 200 slokas on fire. Around 250 slokas dedicated to Lord Indra expose that Indra brings rains, defeat the enemies of Aryans. The Dasyus and Dasas eats buffaloes and gets drunk with Somarasa. Vishnu had not gained prominence that time. Later, Rudra appears as Shiva in Rig Veda. There are no references to beliefs to incarnations. Mahayajnas were performed by the rulers and heads of various tribes and were led by priests. When the hold of priestly class was insignificant during the early Rigvedic period, references to minor gods of cultivation, Kshetrasya Pati, and the god of plough, Devi Sita, and minor house deity Vasudoshpati are found. There are many such references to the religion of common people. In the last part of Rig Veda, there are slokas of marriage and death. The people of Rig Vedic time did not know the art of writing. The language was based on phonetics, only spoken language used. There are similarities in the characters and names that are found in Rig Veda and Indo-Iranian religious text Avastha.